Right here we've got the new Storm Arashi Glide. It's a fun way to target the biggest fish in a body of water. So anytime you get in the fall, that water starts to dip into the 50s, and those big ones start putting the feed bag on. And the reason they're fat is because they get the most bang for their buck. And that's what those big fish, they know that if they eat a bigger meal, exerting the same amount of energy, they get more bang for their buck. So a glide bait's a really good way to cover water and draw those fish out of deep water, especially like here where we've got real clear water. And what I'm gonna do most of the time is just a nice 3/4 turn. So you see me kind of make a quick turn and then slow. And all I'm doing is allowing that bait to glide. So you make that quick turn and it turns the bait, and then you allow it to have that slack to slide, and then quick turn and it slides back the other way. Quick turn and it slides back the other way. But if you just straight reel it, that bait's just gonna swim, right? And this one's not gonna blow out on you. It's just gonna swim tight. You're not gonna have that slow, wide glide. And then as a fish gets closer, or sometimes when I get around cover, I'll make, little quicker turns where you make that bait dart around the cover. But I'm not gonna just go and grab a spinning rod, right? I'm not gonna throw this on the same as my drop shot rod. You gotta have the right line, rod, reel, and setup for it. So I've got an Alpha Angler wide glide swim bait rod. It's a 7.9 mag heavy action, fast. And so it's got that lighter tip and a lot of backbone, so you can control that bait. That's really important, to be able to kind of feel and control this bait as you're fishing it. And then I've got it on a Daiwa Tatula 150, so it's a little bit bigger reel with a big spool that I can put that bigger line on. So I've got 20-pound Seaguar Tatsu on here right now. That's my favorite line to throw on a glide bait. And then just depending on how big of a bait I'm throwing, I'll go 20 to 25-pound test. But that Tatsu has just the right amount of stretch to absorb those big heavy hook sets and those big fish, but yet it's super limp and supple, so that you've really got good control of that bait, right? It's super low memory, and that's a big key important feature when you're fishing a glide bait, because you want that smooth line to allow that bait to have that good fluid motion, because the more fluid it is, the more lifelike it's going to be, which in return is going to give you more bites. So it's really a full system that allows you to be able to fish that. And it's just fun. I like chucking big baits.